Greetings everybody and welcome to another bonus episode of Final Fantasy IX. I'm Base6286 and we're gonna start a new game because there's a really random scene. There's a really random scene in the very beginning of the game that you can trigger. It's very hard to trigger unless you're one of those people that just likes to be stupid and obnoxious or something like that. But yeah, it's probably something you're not going to stumble on naturally. It's really short, it's really dumb, it's silliness, but I'm going to show it anyways, because why the heck not? So, let's get going, and let's put it back, Disc 1. Put Disc 1 back into, stop reversing our sentences, to the PlayStation 2. And we've already seen all this before. Ah, the storm, and it makes so much more sense now that we've seen the whole game. I don't know why I'm talking over all this. I suppose I could just cut, you know, straight to when it happens, but whatever. It's not going to take that long to get to it. It's seriously in the very beginning of the game. It's, yeah. But. So there we have Sarah and her mother fleeing from, Flum. Not from, Flum. It's like reverse Asian accent. Instead of changing all your L's to R's, changing all your R's to L's, or all your alls to all. No, it's just confusing. What the heck? I was gonna try and say, are your heirs to? Oh, I'm just confusing myself. Never mind. That's way too hard to switch R's and L's around all over the place. I don't know. I think this game always impresses me. I mean, it's a freaking PlayStation 1 game. I suppose it did come at the very end of the system's life, but still, this has some pretty impressive graphics, I have to say. I mean, okay, it's no Final Fantasy 13, obviously. I mean, come on, we gotta draw the line somewhere, but still, the graphics are pretty impressive. It's not unpleasing to the eye at all, and I think they did a lot with what they had throughout the entire game. I'm pretty impressed with this game graphically. Especially some of the summons are really cool looking. And the introduction of the main hero, blah 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 blah. Yes, Sidon. Wiggle your tail and let's get moving so we can get to this extra scene here. And we zoom in. And my PlayStation just like quacked at me or something. I don't know. I was like, quack. Shh. PlayStation, it's okay. Alright. Light the candle. I'm not going to bother searching for stuff. Let's just light the candle in the middle of the room, because we need to get to the right of the room. Do we have to go through that whole fight again? Yes. Zidane, if you want to pronounce it correctly. Or Zidane. I don't know. It just sounds weird to me. Zidane sounds so much more natural. He's not here. But a dragon is! Oh my god! No. I couldn't remember if they had boss music or normal enemy music. I guess it is just the normal enemy music. Oh well, I'm not even gonna bother stealing or doing any kind of stupid stuff. Let's just wail on this guy and get this over with. It's so weird seeing all of the ATB gauges without transbars underneath them and without them all having the yellow coloring for haste. It's the weirdest thing ever. Because I've been playing so much of the end of the game, I get here, I'm like, wait, my ATB bars aren't yellow. Why aren't they yellow? Where's my transbars? I always found Baku funny because he's like a burglar and he has cat ears, so he's like a cat burglar. No. That was bad. And he's not quite a burglar either, I guess. Yeah, somehow you're all beaten up even though we wailed on this guy and just owned him. Oh, I'm a patting my belly, because that's what fat people do. They pat their belly. Oh man, I love the intro of that little hi-hat there for Tantalus' theme. It's great stuff. Well-used hi-hat is great stuff. Man, I can't talk. Senna always takes that pose, doesn't he? Yeah. Oh well. Okay, so Blah blah blah. Kidnap the princess. Now let's see. Cinna's gonna talk. They're gonna dock at Alexandria. Break a leg. Marcus is playing the lead. Distract the audience with Oglops. Yes, 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 yes. And Zidane comes in. Okay. What we want to do is you want to keep choosing. That's when I kidnap Queen Bran, right? So, you're going to kidnap that fat-ass, butt-ugly queen. Oh, what am I saying? That's when we kidnap Queen Bran, right? Yeah. Okay, so apparently we have to do this like 64 times. So, 3. Quit joking around. 4. 5. And I guess he's just going to keep saying this for a while. Yeah, this is going to be a while. Is this the... It looks like it's always the first option, but I'm afraid they're going to suddenly switch it on me and go like, oh, I have to start all over. I lost count already. I'm just going to keep pressing it. Basically what's going to happen is you want to keep pressing this option of kidnapping Queen Bran, and eventually we're going to get a little something other than quit joking around. We're going to get a little cameo of someone. Not much of a cameo, really, but you'll see when we get there. I don't want to spoil the whole thing, because it's already not that long of a little scene we get, so... Yes, yes, you want us to quit joking around, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna quit joking around, man. I'm a joker. And a smoker. And a midnight toker. Random song references, random. I love that he has a Queen Bran doll. Why does he have that? I mean, we already know there's a Queen Garnet doll because of Cinna. But why the Bran doll? And I'm just noticing that Cinna's just standing there, holding that ship in that position while we're doing this. He's got to be so pissed at us by now. He's like, God damn it, Zidane! Quit joking around already! I'm tired of holding this stupid ship! Oh, what are we at? Hopefully like 20-something. I hope. I wonder how long this is going to take. What are we at already? 7 minutes, huh? Man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't believe I keep talking through all of this. I'm making you watch us push, or watching you push me. What? Watching me push the button 64 times. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I'm getting really confused. It's also 3:30 in the morning. Because, yeah, I pretty much recorded the whole end of this game today. Ridiculous, I know. And this is, yeah. It's late. Haven't you figured out, Baku, that I'm not going to quit joking around? It's just not happening. It's just, I'm going to keep pushing the button. So are you going to have this little scene appear or not? I like that he keeps saying the same lines, too. Although I suppose, I mean, they can only say so much. But in real life, he'd probably be smacking me across the face by now. I think everyone would. They'd just, get out of here. What are you doing, Zidane? Stop doing that. Are you just stupid? Are you retarded? Do you have the retardation of the mind? I was going to say mental, but that wouldn't work. Note to self. Don't try and write papers at 3:30 in the morning because they will probably be horribly grammatically incorrect. What are we at? Maybe 30s, 40s, something like that. Maybe I should have kept track. Then I wouldn't be talking and commentating, though. Which means I probably would have edited all of this out, which probably would have been a better thing. But now I kind of feel like just making you guys watch this just to, like, torture you or something. I don't know. It's 3:30 in the morning. I'm thinking crazy thoughts. Going crazy. Crazy, they say. Blah, 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 blah. They have a ceiling fan. Oh, that's interesting. When you get the zoom up closer, the ceiling fan noise actually gets a little louder. Squeaky, 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 squeaky. Squeaky. No squeaky. Squeaky, 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 squeaky. No squeaky. Where'd they get all these replicas of everything, by the way? I mean, they have the ship and, like, a whole... I'm assuming it's to scale replica of Alexandria, which is ridiculous. I wonder if they built it themselves. Maybe Cinna built them. He seems like the type that would be into arts and crafts like that. I don't know. He just seems like that. Marcus and Blank just don't strike me as the type. Blank's more of the scientist kind of dude. He made that weird potion thing. Marcus is... I don't know. Marcus is a pirate. Oh, here we go. Sidon, I reckon you're more stubborn than a grumpy mule. Okay. That's funny. That was the whole thing, yeah. So we pushed it like 64 times. Ruby comes in and is like, Sidon, are you an idiot or what? And I guess that's the whole scene. So I'm just gonna cut it here. I'll see you guys when we get to the other extra scene at the end of the game. Alright guys, and now we're back with the other bit of the ending extra scene stuff that's going down. Now, in this file, what I've done is I have both Save the Queen and the hammer item in my inventory when I beat the game. So we're gonna see if we can actually spot the difference this makes, because I'm not sure about the Save the Queen, if that actually makes a difference or not, but I've heard rumors everywhere that there is like a slight difference or like an extra scene or something if you have the hammer in your inventory when you beat the game. So, I mean, I don't know. As I've looked on forums and stuff, and basically what I've gotten is a bunch of people saying a bunch of different things and absolutely no confirmation on it whatsoever. It's all very like, ugh. So we're going to do our own experiment and we're going to see if we can spot anything different. And so far, I see nothing. So, yeah, it's a shame I can't actually skip through any of this dialogue. We've already seen all of this before, and we have Dagger talking to us in the background, or Sarah, I guess, is her actual name. Sorry to anyone that's watching this that's a huge spoiler or something, but I don't know what to tell you. I kind of like how they do this, though, with the characters. They had all of the, they had everyone kind of showing up again, and you get to see what they all are doing afterwards, except for Vivi. I mean, I guess he died and he had like 1 million sons or something. Like, that was seriously, when I first played this game, I was with Puck. I was like, oh hey, it's Vivi, and then he's like, I'm not Vivi. I'm like, well, what are you talking about? You look exactly like Vivi. And then there's like 50 of them. I'm like, holy crap, that's weird. But, and aw, Freya and what's his name, I feel kind of bad that I can't remember his name right now, but I'm drawing a blank. Oh well. Or Sir Fratley, that's what his name is. How could I forget Sir Fratley? Oh man, he was such a badass back in Disc 2. So far I'm seeing nothing different. It's probably not going to happen until we actually get to the play part of this, but I mean, I don't know. I thought I'd start it here, just in case. I mean, there is a chance. I thought maybe something in this scene too, because Save the Queen is Beatrix's weapon. I thought maybe this would be a little different. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. So far, it all looks kind of the same, though. I haven't really been paying attention to the dialogue. If you guys notice any dialogue differences, feel free to let me know. I do like the song, though, in the background. This is still Melodies of Life, but it's a different version of it. It's not the actual lyrical version of it. Oh, Amarant. You were so awesome throughout the entire game. Always the cool guy. With your awesome red dreads. Your crazy red dreads and your giant hands. Seriously, his hands are like, they're the size of her head. Almost the size of her body. That's insane. Well, I guess he is like a monk-ish character, so at the very least, he's been trained in the ways of fisticuffs, so I suppose he would have strong arms and physical attributes or whatever, stuff like that. I found this funny because I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be Quina or Kina, well, however you want to pronounce it, whatever. It's supposed to be her, but when we came here earlier in Alexandria, we saw a chef cooking that looked exactly like him. So, is it supposed to be the old chef that's always been cooking in Alexandria, or is it supposed to be Quina from our party? I don't know. I found that kind of like, what? That could have been done better, but oh well. And yes, very touching dialogue. Courageous. Blah, 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 blah. This was an interesting scene. I'm supposing that Sid and Hilda adopted Aiko. I think that's what's going on with this, which is kind of cool. I mean, I wonder what happened to all of her Moogle friends, though. Did all of her Moogles move to Lindblum with her, or are they all still in Madansari, living by themselves, lonesome, like hiding and crying in corners? When will Aiko return? I don't know. I wish he would return soon. Meanwhile, Aiko's living it up in a palace. Completely forgot all of her Moogle friends. And Sid seems rather happy that he's calling, or Aiko's calling them father and mother. I don't know. Can they not have kids of their own? I mean, I guess it's nice that they have a daughter now and everything, but it seemed kind of weird to me that, I don't know. You'd think that if they like children that much, that they'd have their own children. But then again, Sid is kind of a playboy, or at least was, so maybe that was part of the problem. He's probably got illegitimate children around. No, this is another possibility for difference. Only I say that only because Save the Queen is related to Beatrix. I really have no clue. Although so far I see absolutely nothing different. Steiner is all embarrassed. Oh geez, I just blew right into my mic. That was probably really noisy and obnoxious for you guys. This mic keeps resituating itself on my head and it's really annoying. It's probably because I've been recording for forever. Oh well. My voice may have just been all over the place just now, but I think I fixed it. Whatever. I'm not too worried about being professional. I don't know what you want to say right now. This is just a little bonus, whatever. We're just relaxed, watching the game, seeing if we can see anything interesting. Well, Cinna does have his hammer here. Did he have his hammer last time? I thought he did. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. If anything, this is one possibility of a change right here that I actually think might have happened. I just can't remember if Cinna actually had his hammer in the last one, or if he didn't. Maybe I'll have to go back and check that. Or you guys can go back and check that. I don't know. And memories. Memories. I'm not going to sing Cats. I just shouldn't sing, period. It shouldn't be done. You'd think after taking 2 full years of an ear training class where we had to sight sing and do a bunch of other singing, I'd be halfway decent at it, but no, not the case. Garnet should have kept her hair short, or should I say Sarah, or Dagger. Too many names, how am I supposed to keep them all straight? But that's besides the point. She should have kept short hair. It looked much better. I'm trying to see if I can spot Beatrix's sword anywhere or something. Something interesting. I don't see anything. It's all very normal. Well, the play is starting, so maybe we'll see something in the play. I did... one of the consensuses, I guess you could say, the consensus of many of the forum things that were talking about this did seem to all hinge around the play, so maybe that's where all the fanciness is going to take place. And yes, this is kind of cool though. We start the game with Lord Avon's play of I Want to Be Your Canary, and then we end the game with the same play, except we get to see more of it this time, which was interesting. Reading that dialogue, by the way, was the most obnoxious thing ever, because not only were they speaking all craziness, like old-time speak, but it was all, I had to read it so fast, because the dialogue would disappear so fast. I was like, ha 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 ha. Yeah, slightly a pain. And Marcus, who we know now, since we've seen the game, is actually Zidane. I liked that. It was a good touch, I thought. And yes, these and thous, Do you know your these and thous? I don't know my these and thous, I don't think. Nuptials. Such a weird word. Yes. You will be my slave wife, woman, and you will bake me a sandwich all day. That's what marriage is, right, guys? Well, nothing's changed with this scene. That's kind of lame. Maybe there's something going around in the background that I didn't notice before? I don't think so, though. That all looks pretty standard to me. Blah, blah, blah. Fortunes at thy feet. No cloud, no squall. A lot of people say that's a reference to 7 and 8. I'm not really sure, though, because, I mean, maybe. I guess they could have chosen different words for it, and choosing those specific words is kind of interesting, but I don't know. Because clouds and squalls are both very, you know, it's not that odd of a thing. Oh, blank. What are you plotting? Something devious. Dubious, I say. Nope, nothing new. I thought he might have had a sword or something and stabbed her instead of punching her in the gut, but nope. Nothing different. Oh! Did we see this before? No, we didn't. Where is she? Well, I'm not going to try and read this. This is an extra scene. This is... I'm almost positive this is an extra scene, unless I'm seriously just blanking out, but I think this is the extra scene. Huh. Well, there you go. There actually is a little extra scene. Interesting. Whoa! Oh! Oh dear! Well, blank just got owned. Interesting. Oh, cruel fate! This is kind of interesting. I mean, I never really noticed this before. That's cool. Well, at least there is an actual extra scene. It is now proven on the YouTubes. Is that going to be it? Yep, that's it. And the time for departure is long past. My Cornelia has left me. Oh, cruel ways. Again, did Cinna have that hammer before too, or not? I don't know. I'm assuming since Cinna's hammer is the hammer item that we have in our inventory, that would make some kind of reference or change to Cinna himself, but who knows? I'm just shooting in the dark. And the only problem now is that, did we get that scene from the hammer, or did we get it from the Save the Queen? I think we got it from the hammer, because I'm pretty sure the Save the Queen is just kind of a novelty item. It doesn't really do anything, even though it's not in your key items, which is weird. It's actually in your normal items, but whatever. Well, I think that's the only extra scene, but maybe I'll just let it run here and see what happens. We should at least get to the end screen and see if anything changed there. And swoosh! Dramatic cape pulling away. And oh my god, it's Zidane! Who would have guessed? He's alive after all. Of course he's alive. How could he not be alive? I like the music here. It's very playful and light. It fits so well. It reminds me of John Williams a little bit. And I don't know, he's done a bunch of movies and like all those romantic comedies, or even non-romantic, or not romantic comedies, but just regular romance movies or anything like that, where the guy finally shows up at the end or something, and the girl gets all excited. She's like, "Oh my god, you did show up!" And then everything's happy, and they're all like, "Oh yay!" I don't know. What I'm trying to say is it fits very well, and yes, nice little inclusion of the main melody there into it, with some variation on it, of course. I'm surprised people aren't, like, just throwing themselves away for her to let her through. I mean, she's the freaking queen, and yet they're all like, who are you? Why are you shoving me? And she dropped her all-important pendant. But she doesn't care, because it's Zidane! And he's awesome. And I don't care that I pronounce his name weird. Screw the crown! I just want my man. With his tail. Oh, that tail. It can do things never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. This is another one of those scenes that really left an impression with me when I first saw it. I don't know, just like her hugging him and then just like wailing on him like, you idiot, why'd you leave me like that? I thought you were gone forever. But he's like, nope, I wasn't gone forever. And holding up the sword. I would say that's an addition there with the sword thingy, but yeah, that was definitely in the last one too. And the credits aren't going to be different, so screw the credits. I'm just going to skip through all these until we get to the end. So I'll see you guys in a bit to see if there's anything that changed on the end screen. You know, listening to that ending again, maybe they did use real brass. It actually sounds pretty good. When I was talking over it, it was hard to really listen to the quality, but I don't know. Anyways, I was thinking maybe there would be something different here at the ending screen. Maybe they'd add a little thingy thing. It doesn't look like it. Let's try to do this blackjack thing one more time. Let's see. R2, L1, R2, R2, up, X, right, circle, down, triangle, up, R1, R2, L1, square, square, start. Crap. Oh, no, there it went. It was just very delayed. Alright, nothing looks different. Yeah, pretty standard. Although I think my, sound is all laggy now, which is kind of dumb. Oh well. Stand. Yeah, well, there you go. Oh well, I think that's it for this bonus episode. So thanks again for watching, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you enjoyed that little extra scene there we get from having the hammer in our inventory. And yeah, see you next time.